Hello everybody, Mason and Kevin here for our first film review. We just saw Searching.
Yes we did.
It was directed by Anis Chaganty.
Chaganty.
Sir, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. And it stars John Cho, Deborah Messing, Joseph Lee, and Michelle La. I thought this movie was great. What did you think about it?
I loved it. One of the better movies I've seen lately.
Yeah. This and Black Klansman were probably the best movies come out in recent months. It's about this girl who goes missing, and similar to the gimmick of Unfriended. If you know that movie, it's a dumb throwaway horror movie with a great twist though, because it all takes place on a computer.
On a computer.
On a computer. The entire movie, not one shot of the movie does not take place on the computer.
It was kind of weird to get used to at the start, but then you're like, oh, that's a cool gimmick, and you keep going, and you get used to it.
And it's very well executed in this movie. They have some very, very creative usage of the computers in this movie. There's some scenes where if I told you about them, you say, how the heck are they going to put that onto a computer screen?
I liked in the movie how they would show different scenes by just using the FaceTime camera on the computer. Sometimes the call wasn't even happening, but they just had it just to show that there was a scene going on in dialogue. I thought it was cool.
There's some interesting uses. One thing I didn't like about the movie though, the score sucked. It was awful, and it sounded like something you would find on iMovie. It sounded like the most stock like soundtrack ever, especially in the beginning. It's kind of in the background for the most part of the movie, and like when a dramatic scene happens, it's just like it's pretty stupid. But like the beginning of probably the first 5, 7, 8 minutes of the movie, it was basically all it was all music, like pretty much no dialogue, and it sucked. It was awful, and it sounded like the cheesiest, most generic music ever.
I didn't even notice it. Goes to show how bad it actually was.
I don't know, this is my personal opinion, but I think maybe the movie would have been better if it had no score. It would have felt more raw, and it felt more realistic that it all took place on a computer.
Yeah.
Might have been a little more dull at parts, but, you know, maybe they should have cut it out, see how it looked, and if it didn't look good, then I guess put the music in. But in my personal opinion, I think it would have worked better without music.
Or just no score at all. Like,
yeah,
that's what I meant.
What I mean.
Or a better score.
Or a better score.
A better score.
True. I wouldn't be surprised if they literally went and said, good music, and that's what they used. Towards the end of the movie, there's a scene where one character basically goes into a long monologue and just explains like a good portion of the movie, and you're like, that's dumb. You know, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if I was the director, I don't see any other way I would have done the movie, but I'm not the director. I'm the audience. I'm the consumer. I'm supposed to watch the movie and say, that was a good movie.
Yeah, the director's the genius. He should figure it out.
That's his problem. It's classic storytelling, show don't tell, and they completely just telled.
Threw it right out the window.
They were just like blah 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 blah, and you're like, oh, that's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to say. What you? So I would give this movie an 8 out of 10.
I would also give the movie an 8 out of 10.
Interesting. Good 8 out of 10. Good solid movie. Definitely recommended checking this movie out. If you liked Unfriended, you'll love this movie. It's not a horror movie. It's more of a mystery, crime thriller. Suspense. It's very suspenseful. There's no horror to it. The trailer kind of makes it look like it's a horror movie. It's not at all. There's nothing scary about this movie. It was thoroughly entertaining. I thought it was great. There's a water bottle rolling across the street. That is my fault.
Is that your water bottle?
They get rolled off the balcony and rolled onto the floor, and now it's in the
Oh
street.
boy.
I don't get to pick it up. Maybe you should and look me right in the eye. And now this is the part where we say goodbye and we snap.
Alright, let's practice real quick. So it goes.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Oh, my fingers weren't in the shot.
That's okay.